What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've done a video. There are two interesting things that have occurred or will be occurring pretty soon. So, the biggest one since this morning or yesterday, depending on where you're at in the world, Pokemon Home is to undergo maintenance on February 15th, 2023, literally the day after Valentine's. From this hour mark to this hour mark. During this time, both Nintendo Switch and mobile versions will be unavailable. There are no report of what the maintenance is for and no announcement of any updates associated with it, but we'll bring details as they come. So, obviously, the biggest speculation from this is that they're finally integrating Pokemon Home functionality to Scarlet and Violet. That's obviously going to be the number one thing. It kind of makes sense. It matches up the timeline from what Sword and Shield went through. I believe the home functionality for that game 3 years ago was around this time as well in February. So I'm expecting it to be somewhat similar. If not, we'll definitely find out any more important updates on Pokemon Day, which is usually the last day of February. So really, really cool stuff right there. And yeah, very excited to see what Pokemon are going to be permissible in Scarlet and Violet. Obviously, the Hisuian Pokemon is one that comes to mind unless they want to integrate that for more into regards to DLC or a Pokemon that we've seen in Sword and Shield or different generation games making their way finally onto the big stage that is Generation 9. So, yay, cool. Another crazy thing that just happened here. Shout out Central Leaks. You guys beat the case. Thank God. So, some crazy stuff that happened over some crazy amount of time. Uh, During the San Diego Regional Championship stream today, or I guess last month, their manual sprite selector for team previews accidentally showed off Scarlet and Violet style menu sprites for Pokemon that are not currently in the games. They probably just have the art for all 1008 species for the future. Obviously, we see Garbodor and the ice cream Pokemon from Generation 5. I keep forgetting these Pokemon's name, bro, but I kind of have a feeling Game Freak has every single sprite for Generation 9 just in the bag ready. Obviously, just because they did it doesn't mean they're going to implement them in the games. Obviously, we do see some of the Mega Evolutions right here with Megazard X. We got Primal Groudon. God, I really do not want to see this Pokemon ever again. We got ourselves the Necrozma, the Light form, the Demonic form, and then we got the Floette AZ. This was a form that was never released at all officially in the game. So pretty interesting stuff. And then we got Ash Greninja, which we already know is not going to be in the game, or yeah, because of its ability being nerfed. And then we got Zygarde, 100%. And then right here we literally have every single goddamn sprite up to date in Generation 9. So number 1 through 1008. I cannot believe there are over 1,000 Pokemon at this point. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check out Central Leaks. They're pretty much a credible source when it comes to Pokemon leaks or any Pokemon news. They have a pretty good reputation, so if you guys want to check them out, go ahead and do so at your own risk. Obviously, there might be a bunch of spoilers. Uh, what do I make from this information? It doesn't really mean much to me until we see actual confirmation of Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Then none of this really matters to me too much. I personally don't care, although I would love to see some of these Pokemon make their way into Scarlet and Violet, as I already mentioned. What do I think is going to happen with Pokemon Home? Well, I do really think, or I kind of want to see what they're going to do in regards to moves. Because if you guys recall, let's say Toxic and Knockoff were a pretty, I wouldn't say non existent prior to Pokemon Home Drop, but only specific Pokemon were able to learn such moves. But then with the introduction of Pokemon Home, the Pokemon that weren't naturally learning the move in Sword and Shield, that once they were transferred from Pokemon Home, now you saw Clefaibles with Toxic and Knockoff and Softball and all that stuff. So I wonder if it's going to be the same case for Generation 9. And if it is, I mean, definitely we're going to see a lot of metagame changes. We're going to see a bunch of Pokemon become viable or unviable due to the presence of such moves and other Pokemon that will pretty much replace them in terms of power creep. So we'll see if the power creep is finally catching up to a lot of these Pokemon. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.